Good news for Mexico in this episode. 1, Santa Anna did not come back from the dead. 2, we have continued to keep our number of radicals low and number of loyalists high, and we have finished building the financial sectors the financial sector buildings in Mexico City. Once we have those 3, you wait for an event that then says you now have a financial sector in that area, and that will allow you to construct the central bank. If we look over here on the overview, let's see, where's financial sector? Oh, here it is. This little thing here. National Financial Center, we get plus 10% urban center building throughput and plus 15% financial sector throughput. This is where we want to build more financial sector. We've already gotten some changes in authority and stuff, and we still have rule by decree, so decrees are really cheap. I went ahead and brought back all the decrees I had canceled before because it was less than 100 points of authority. And now we're going to build that central bank. Clonk. That's it. That's all we're really going to build right now because we're still waiting for ourselves to pay off more of this debt. We're still at $3 million after building a few more gold mines in the financial sector, but hopefully this will get things where they need to be. Oh, it's so good. We are heading towards amicable relations with the USA. We're in a depression, but we are now 51% of the way through. It's, good Lord, it's been 4 years of depression. So yeah, we get about 1 tick per month, and every one we can get a little bit more than that we'll take. I do have right now also in additional expenses, we have we've got bread lines in 2 states right now. I think Texas has expired, but we still have them in 2 others there. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Let's see if we can continue doing okay after these messages. Well, I stepped out for lunch, came back and found that we had some good things going on in the game. I'd like to talk about them, but first, our sponsor of the day is Crazy European Borders. If you like Crazy European Borders, this is all for you. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like Crazy European Borders. Like, comment, and subscribe if you don't like them. I don't care, but oh my gosh! In my French playthrough, the last one, the King Prussia took Moravia and Austria and Tyrol. Now they just skip over. They have this little this exclave. Oh, France is, what the heck, France? You gotta, and then Egypt took over Constantinople. That's not supposed to happen. These borders, they murder me. Anything else that's weird going on there? It looks like the rest of Germany is okay. All right, France is doing its... Why does France never go after the Republic of Togo? It's got a return state causes belly on it. You know, you did all that to get Algeria, then you leave that one little there, but... Whatever. Okay, but what else? Africa? Sub-Saharan Africa? I love the mod that keeps it from going nuts down there. Yes, the British are colonizing Kenya a bit early, but everything else looking good. Just wait, let's make sure. Okay, they're all in their own market. They're not being taken over by someone else, although the Portuguese I see are in the British market. All right, well played there. I turned off the mod that makes it where your underlings will always accept being your protectorates going into dominions, going into puppets, going into annexation. So this should keep Britain from annexing India, I'm thinking, in this game. Even so, the British East India Company has gone a bit ham in Burma, but I think that is historical by now, although they haven't touched the Sikhs yet. Don't know what else is going on there because really I don't have interests out that way. But where I do have interests, make sure, okay, everything else is looking fine. Where I do have interests are here in the Americas, especially Mexico, because that's where my people live. And we're enacting dedicated police force. I think we can do that now. And I think if we do the dedicated police force, we'll then be able to put in national militia. National militia will mean a smaller standing army, but a larger conscriptable one. And that might actually look better as long as I make sure I have all my conscripted regiments ready to go in any unit, it'll may tell the AI, look, yeah, I've got this much power available, so you want to come at me, you got to come at all this. I think there is a value in going with national militia and then going on with the one beyond that with the mass conscription option. But I need to go with dedicated police force to first make the armed forces appeased there because they're going to lose some power once we go to national militia. Although right now they're at plus 20. Well, that's because I had the dedicated police force. They're so thrilled with that. But in Mexico, we have a central bank. We just built it. I'm subsidizing it. And it is going to be a great thing. Why? Well, because we now have actions possible in our business cycle. We are in a depression. We want to increase economic growth. Therefore, our confidence is it's low, and it's kind of, but we could do something here. If we cut the interest rate, this should help. It'll increase volatility, but it should also increase confidence. And then when times are good, we're going to increase the interest rate. But if times are not good, we're decreasing it. We've got 5 months to go before we can make our next rate change. If we're still in depression in 5 months, absolutely we're going to make that change. And the chances are we will be there. We're at 65% of the way up, so we've got another 3 years of depression thereabouts. We can do some things that, if by lowering the interest rate we help it out, then that'll be great. That will be absolutely great. We've had a recent election. Let's take a look. Our government popularity right now is at 61. If I reform it, it can go as low as 50. I know. Let's just exit reform. Let's just keep it the way it is. We're cool like that. And our standard of living has now gone to 10.1. So when we get out of depression, we're going to definitely be building some more buildings. And once we get some really good industrialization going, we're going to start dropping those taxes. And that's going to goose up our standard of living more. One thing we've got to do to get better industrialization is we've got to have railroads. That is what we're going to be researching. But we first have to discover mechanical tools. Then we can go to railroads. But once we have that, we're going to start opening it up. Well, that was a good piece, though. Being able to have that central bank and drop the interest rates is going to help the economy out. And we have amicable relations with the United States. We can't go all the way into defensive pact because they're still cautious towards us. The AI is not going to let that happen. Maybe if they've already taken over all of the Northwest there, then we would have that. And hey, dedicated police force just went to voting phase. It's doing better this time around. But yeah, maybe if once America takes over all of my North area, then they change their attitude towards me. But I don't really want to lose the North area because it is the territory of Mexico. However we got it, that's how we're going to get it, and that's how we're going to keep it, and that's how it's going to stay. And dissenters break ranks. Oh no. Let's I don't want to drop we drop the enactment chance, but we spend more money, or we just take a little more enactment time, which frankly we could afford that. Get a better enactment success chance. We have one setback. I'll take my setback here. In the meantime, we've got logistics unlocked. Oh, that's so good. We can do stuff with that. That just showed up because we're letting it all filter over here. Speaking of knowledge filtering over, we could stand to have, let's see, we got 68 out of 105. We could have about 40 more. We get about 13 more universities. Would not be a bad thing. In the meantime, let's have a gold rush to Zacatecas. I don't necessarily want all the migration attraction. I want the gold field output, which will help my economy. We're at plus 46 now. We're only 1.44 million in debt. As we march towards our dedicated police force getting signed here, we're coming out of debt. That means we have only 3.7 in interest there. That's way down from 13. We're just going to snowball this. Keep going. And I don't know, should I cut taxes right now? If I did, if I did, that could make a lot of people happier, give us more legitimacy. And since we've got backroom dealings here, do I don't really want to take another setback, because then any more setbacks, it's gone. Let's throw them to the wolves. We must clean up this mess. We've got plenty of bureaucracy to spare. We'll do that. In the meantime, though, let's go ahead and drop our taxes. This is going to increase confidence in our economy here. If we come back over here, we hover over market confidence, we see that we've got minus 0.75 from tax rate. And volatility, whoops, let me go over here. Volatility is not impacted by taxes. Okay, good. So let's boost our confidence by dropping our taxes. We can afford it right now. Actually, we could afford 3 levels of tax cut. Let's take one. Let's take it slow, because we still want to pay off that debt and we still want to build a surplus. But we are getting to where we've got more and more debt ceiling. That allows us to have a more sophisticated and modern economy. But now if we look at our confidence, it is, minus 0.37 from the tax rate. So we've done there. Oh no, we had a stall. See, that's why I didn't want to take the hit on that. Okay, well, we're doing all right, though. We're doing all right. We'll just keep going here. And we've got bread lines. Let's go ahead and increase the recovery by 1, because I don't have laissez-faire. The age of caudillos, though, we need to get the armed forces out of government somehow if we want to avoid having that fill out and complete. And okay, dedicated police force is doing better there. That's good. Again, if we can boost that up, we can then we're going to blame the landowners. They're at +7 now. We blame them. They go down by 5 and they lose 25% interest group. Yeah, we're blaming them. Oh, yeah, there's also a decrease in contribution efficiency, but we're blaming them because they need to be blamed. They just do. They're the landowners. Okay. Oh, wow. We've almost paid off our debt completely there. Gold's depleted in Colorado. We have to click that multiple times. We cannot just let them leave. We must now click on gold mine resources. We get to build 2. All right. 2 in Colorado, baby. That's what we're going to do. And our standard of living continues to go up. Our confidence in the government has improved. We have a poor chance with dedicated police force. Oh, well. But let's see what happens here. Let's see if we can get it to pass. Oh, wait a minute. 2 possible actions on business cycle: increase or decrease interest rate. Question is, are we out of the depression yet? The answer is no. Therefore, decrease the interest rate. Let's boost confidence. Let's keep things going forward here. We're at 315 on our credit. We are less than $1 million. This is so good here. Let the newspapers say what they want. Or, if I take this one here, I got a 75% chance of getting a +20 enactment chance. Let's roll the dice there. We could totally torpedo it, or we could push it over the finish line. Yay, we got the +20. Woo, good job, good job. Peaceful changes here. Market volatility is on the rise. Market confidence is shooting up. We may end this depression early, folks. We may end it early. Oh, boy, that would be so good. That would be so good if we did. And, public address goes awry. Thank you, Venezuela. Do I take the hit and give it a boost on him, or do we make him take the blame for it? He's gonna take the blame for it. Sorry, guys. I can't take another strike. Not when we're so close. Let's see if we can build it out naturally. I mean, good heavens, it's going to be 22 more days. We're like, this is like a monthly cycle here, very fast. Kingdom of Prussia has declared France to be their rival. That won't impact me, will it? Because I'm with the French in their customs union. And, dedicated police force didn't do well that time. We may have another setback here. In the meantime, we have long bread lines in Chiapas. We'll implement those emergency measures. How close are we now? We've been making great progress because of our monthly progress here is because we have baseline increase and GDP growth, and our market confidence is not as bad as it used to be. So with all those things coming together, we have increased our progress on depression. So we are going to be coming out of this very soon. That'll be grand and indeed a wonderful thing. And legislative failures. Complete rewrite of the bill, take a setback, and just do it all over. Ugh. Back to the business cycle. Let's go ahead and decrease the interest rate even further. Let's utilize that tool there and cut through at least some of the red tape. We're doing good on market confidence. We're increasing there. Volatility is also increasing, but hey, we're all right with that. 98.2% on the depression. We are almost out of the woods here, folks. Happy days are almost here again. And the dedicated police force isn't going to happen. It's off to... That's the second time it's failed. Oh, well. Still, the armed forces are at plus 13. Would they be radicalized if we pass national militia? They just oppose it. Well, then let's do that then. Depression was successfully completed. Huzzah. We now have more loyalists. We get progress towards postal savings. And we're going to enact national militia. I think it's just something we need to do here. But we have turned the corner. We've got gold reserves now. Oh, yeah, baby. Gold reserves. That means we can now start building more buildings. We have been in depression for 6 years. Limited building, limited construction. We've been building gold mines and financial sectors. Now it's time to look at what it is the French market needs and make some of that. Looks like paper and fabric. Paper we may not have a lot of. They only need 400 of that there. But fabric, they need about 700 more fabrics. You know what's really good for making fabric? That's right, cotton. Oh, hey, somebody built a sulfur mine. Well, let's make that more efficient. Yeah, can't do anything else yet because we haven't discovered the other cool stuff there. But for cotton, yeah, let's do something about that there. California, we could build a lot of cotton there. If I look at how many peasants we have, yeah, California's got peasants. Actually, looks like them in Texas. Well, how many do we need again? About 700. And each one of these says it'll produce 40 per level. So if I build 10, we should be fine. I'll build, how about, well, Chihuahua's got some plenty of stuff there. Let's build 5 in California and 5 in Chihuahua. We're building out again, baby. Welcome to good times in the Mexican economy. We're still in economic bust, so we're not going to drop interest rates just yet. We're going to wait till we get to a boom, and then we can start increasing interest rates once we hit a boom. If we stay in a bust, we're just going to keep the interest rates low and enjoy. And the rousing speech should ease the path to reform greatly. Let's do that. And we have a little bing here. Financial services, we need more of those. How many more financial services do we need? About 500. Why don't we make some more here in Mexico City? What do you say? Oh dear, national militia fared poorly. Let's go ahead and build 5 more of them. Because we have the central bank there. It's a financial center. let's bless the French with what we have. And we can decrease the interest rate even further. Economic bust. Well, or do we need to? Because we've got good confidence and good volatility. Maybe we don't need to cut the interest rate anymore just yet. Let's keep it. Let's keep it even. And gold fields depleted. Cannot just let them leave. Crooked connections. We do this by the book or not at all. We're out of depression, so we're on normal enactment time. But time is not of the essence here. We can take our time as we build out more. 4 more gold mines in Nevada. That's going to be delicious there. Whew. All right. Gold has been discovered in Arizona. Gold rush, baby. Oh. There seems to be a German empire now. Okay. Noted. That could suck me into a war here if they, fight with France. Or France fights with them. Yeah, we could have that there. Let's break... Ooh, wait. Let's acquiesce to their demands. The bill must pass. I like that one there. Costa Rica's got some issues there. We're not getting involved. We just got out of a depression. Oh, we're done with the market bust now. Okay, we're not yet at a boom. Let's just steady as she goes. Interest rates are not at their lowest that they could be. They're certainly not the highest. Working on those financial service goods there. And now we're going to vote on that. All this is working out really well. This is Mexico. We're seeing it through the period from 1847 to 1850 or 1861 or so. 1861 is when Mexico had emerged from the War of Reform, but the debts that it had run up with other governments and other things going on, Benito Juarez could not pay anymore. He had to default, and that's when the French intervention happened. If we get to 1861 and our finances are sound, which they are, we're out of the Depression, and we still retain all the other benefits we've been able to get through legislation, through stable government, through transitions of power from one party to another, we will then reap those rewards, and I would say definitely be beating history at that point. Certainly beating history. We just got the better tools. Let's see if that can help us out over here. If we go over to steel tools, we get plus 4.4 per thing. Yeah. And for our steel mills, we've discovered Bessemer process. Let's get those going. Let's get the water tube boiler going on there. The motor industries, water tube boiler is going to hurt them. But tooling workshop, that gets hurt as well. All right, so let's not industrialize everything, but we certainly can get some other things going. And our publishing industry can now go to newspapers instead of word of mouth. We're going to do that. That's again from the political and economic changes mod. We've got those things going for us. So yes, we're starting to cross over. I don't see anything else we can make a big deal here on. We need the railroads. We could also benefit heavily from better explosives. And we can go to slaughterhouses for our cattle raising. And you know what? If we just had better farming methods, that could help us out as well. So we've made some changes now. We're industrializing more. Our standard of living is now 10.6. We get a bonus university in Texas. The University of Texas. That's where I graduated from. All right, we got the university in Texas. We should work on building more universities now that we're having good times. What was it I said we needed? About 40 more. So if I build 13 more universities, I think that's because we're getting we're getting 2 per level right now. We need to change how we do universities. We need to get rid of the church eventually so we can get a better kind of university going here. Because no, we can go to philosophy department. I stand corrected. Now that at a stroke gave us more universitage. We still need about 30, 35, 40. Let's get those done there. Let's get them done here. Where do we already have universities? 5 in Mexico, 5 in Jalisco, Texas, California. Let's sort by peasants availability and let's just start dropping them in. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll skip Oklahoma. It's not yet incorporated. There's Sinaloa 8, Chiapas 9, Guerrero 10. We'll build 10 and see how it goes there. That's 30 more. And maybe we should also work on incorporating some of those states. It'll cost us 18, 12, 19, 20, 22. I think we could do this. Let's make them part of good old Mexico. We'll be at a slight minus on administration. We could beat that by building one more of them. We'll build one in California. Because what's California without administration? But look at this. We've got all these items here in our construction queue. We're building more gold mines after we build out our financial sector. We're going to see some good profits here. We're going to see something really good coming out of this. So let me go ahead and I'll just pause the game. If something crazy happens, I'll jump on it and let you know. Although, I could just wait for 20 days. Let me wait 20 days before I hit pause. Let's see if we can enact that national militia or not. And oh, hey, our financial sector's taken off there. Oh, they failed to gain traction. That's a pity. But at any rate, I'll just, like I said, I'll come back as soon as we have something cool happening here, okay? And yeah. Oops, I unpaused the recording instead of the game. Silly me. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe if you want to support the small businessmen such as I who can't afford, well, I say can't afford, but anyway, just like, comment, and subscribe. Man, I do these little things and then suddenly, boom, it happens. Economic boom, baby. Bring out the champagne. That means we've got to start raising our interest rates so that way we'll be ready for the next depression. As it is, lots of attraction, lots of output. We're going places here. But while we're going places, let's go ahead and increase that interest rate just a wee bit there. That should reduce the volatility there. And we'll just keep building. Oh, hey, we may pass that national militia. Ha, ha, ha. That'll be great there in 50 days. Well, if it passes, I'll let you know. Well, I'll let you know. It passed. We can now get up to 219 battalions can be mobilized. Our armed forces have been way reduced in strength. And that might get them kicked out of the government, and that might help us to avoid permanent caudillismo, or support of caudillos, military leadership. Let's see if we can do that. I've still got 6 years to go before 1861. Let's see how that goes. Oh, yeah, armed forces at 4.7%. And now they want me to enact closed borders. Why do I want that? I like immigration. It's helping my country grow. That's why we have population, folks. We're not doing closed borders, Jack. Oh, no. But let's see if we could rearrange our government somewhat. Is there... I can't really kick them out that way or that... Oh, if we go down to 27, we could. Oh. Maybe it's time to start bolstering the rural folk and the intelligentsia. Get them more power so they can win the next election, and we get the military out of here. Okay, to bolster, we need 200 authority. I've got 100. I need to find 300 more. Best way I'm going to find that is not with my decrees, because I don't have that much in there. It's going to be in removing a tax on tobacco, in removing a tax on opium, and removing a tax on entertainment. Those are going to bite into me, but we are making some items that are in high demand: gold, financial services. We're going to work on iron and fabric. We'll get those going. And we're now going to bolster the intelligentsia, and we're going to bolster the rural folk. Let's get them elected into government, and when they are, we will be able to get rid of the caudillos, which are a threat to democracy. Absolutely. And while we're doing that, is there anything going on over here we need to know about, France? You're not in a war, are you? Okay, just checking. Just checking. Although there's something crazy going on here in the Ottoman Empire. What? The Greeks are at war here. What's going on here, man? They want war reparations and all that. Okay. Ooh, we got the Liberal Party. Oh. Okay, so the Mexican Liberal Party is there. That's nice to know. That's nice to know. Now we could get up to 70 if we can increase our government, have a very small increase in radicals, a very small decrease in loyalists, but we get the military out with that one click. And it's done. And now, since I don't want to have the armed forces get back into power just yet, I don't need to bolster the rural folk. Stop bolstering there. I'll keep bolstering the Liberal Party because I kind of like them. And this means I can now go back to putting in a few more of those little wee tiny taxes. Oh, like transportation here. Or no, actually entertainment plus luxury clothes is going to equal more than transportation. So we'll do that. We'll do that. But if I stop bolstering the intelligentsia, then yeah, I'll get with the whatever it was that other tax was. Oh, this is great now. They are not in government. And now we got to deplete the progress bar. Now it's going to deplete by 2. Here, yes, we have glass. Oh, that's going to be nice. Then we can make better paper eventually. I hover over it. It doesn't say why. But I'm guessing it's because the military is out of government. So 74 divided by 2 gives me 37. So about 3 years from now. That will actually time quite nicely with 1858, which is right in the period of Benito Juarez's first presidency, which got interrupted by the French. That'll be great. If we can actually have caudillismo over and done with during the historical period that corresponds with the first age of reform, I think we'll be doing all right there. Okay, economic boom. Let's increase the interest rate again. We're good with that. And somebody is in exile. We have production and agitation. Bury our opponents in a sea of paper. Okay, sure. But that gives... How are they the opponents? That gave them plus 20. I don't know. We're building those universities now. This will help us with getting better education. And with better education, better technology, with better technology, better industrialization, and so forth. All right, so who are we to stand against God's will? Actually, God wants the Liberal Party to win. And this will get us potentially into some trouble here because there was a time in Mexican history, several times, where they tried to limit the power of the Catholic Church, and it resulted in uprisings if the limitations were too wide-reaching. I want to avoid those. Even though I think that, yes, the Catholic Church does need to have its power limited in Mexico, because over the hundreds of years since the Spanish arrived, the landowners and the church have been acquiring land and power as a result of that. Well, we want to see that diminish through legal means rather than enforcement, rather than through violent force. We want to see something more equitable, something kindly to happen. And we still want to respect there are things that the priests are bringing to the hinterlands. They're bringing education. They're bringing the things that will make lives better. And I don't want to just say, no, they're all bad, because they're not. I want to find a way that we can reduce the power but preserve benefits. And that's a tricky equation to manage there, a very tricky equation to manage. But we've got a great standard of living. We've got the military out of government. You can like, comment, and subscribe. It's a great day to be running Mexico here in Victoria 3. So until next time, like, comment, and subscribe, and may all the diplomatic plays you make go the way you want them to, and may you never get cut off in the middle.